Welcome to the Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast with Forrest Kelly.
Honestly, man, it's a really good question. We've kind of run this thing like a software company because
The Best 5 Minute Wine Podcast.
According to the national media, for the television commercials, you have to have fun. Everybody has not got a care in the world. And if you take alcohol out of that equation, in your mind, what happens?
you're preaching to the choir, man. I think my stump speech has always been, being a part of that advertising world, man. The advertising industry spends billions of dollars a year working to convince you that alcohol is the magic ingredient in having fun, in relaxing, in treating yourself, in mourning, all those key moments in life.
Yeah. Mourning,
And,
even. You said mourning, and that's like, yeah.
I'm not an anti-alcohol guy. I still drink. Our brand is not anti-alcohol. It's just kind of this notion of, if you want to have a good time and do all these things, alcohol needs to be the star player, the quarterback. Our thing is like, well, maybe alcohol doesn't have to be the quarterback. And frankly, what if alcohol wasn't the star player of every great cocktail? Like maybe some great cocktails and some cocktails are low alcohol and some are zero alcohol. But ultimately, I think the phenomenon that led me to the idea was just, we've all experienced that time of being out with great friends or colleagues, and you're having a couple cocktails, you're drinking, you're having a great time, the conversation's energetic, and you blink your eyes and all of a sudden you've had 4 cocktails, when all the while it wasn't necessarily alcohol or being drunk that you were after, but the idea of drinking a cocktail is so much more than the liquid. You're like, ooh, where's the bourbon from? It's that new place that I heard about in Kentucky. Or what kind of bitters did they use? And it's the story of all that. And it's why I think we as people are super happy, irrationally, to pay $20 for a cocktail, which at the end of the day is nothing more than 3 ounces of liquid. But ultimately, I think we rationalize it because we go, hey, it's about the experience, right? You're buying the experience of where all those magical ingredients come from and who mixed it up and where are you and all of that. So our whole thing was, all that's wonderful, but what if alcohol was optional? Or, you had this imaginary little dial that said, some cocktails are going to be full on, some are going to be none, some are going to be somewhere in between.
In putting this whole thing together, just off the top of your head, what kind of ballpark number are we looking at that you've run taste tests on your products?
What kind of ballpark number? How many different iterations have we been through?
Yeah, exactly. Putting this together.
Honestly, man, it's a really good question. We've kind of run this thing like a software company because early on, there's no playbook for how to make non-alcoholic tequila free, right? There's no instruction manual. And so, I think our first version of it was okay. It wasn't great, but we're on version, at least versions that the public knows about, version 15 or 16. For our versions, we're thousands. But, you got to run up when you're doing something as unique and as new as this, you have to kind of be comfortable with the idea that, perfect is going to kill your business. You're never going to launch if you're just waiting for perfect. And so we kind of got to a place where like, hey, this is pretty good. And then a couple months later, we landed on an innovation. We figured out how to distill a certain flavor in a more effective way. Great, let's work that in. And all of a sudden, 5-6 years later, if you try our tequila right now, it's a Reposado style. I think, most people are pretty darn pleasantly surprised. Whereas, 5-6 years ago, maybe less so.
Just like the beef industry has gotten pushback with vegans, and then if you tell somebody you're a vegan, they tilt their head and you think you're crazy or something. But things are kind of softening now with that whole thing. So we offer our product, and it's the same, basically the same, but
yeah, exactly. And I think similar to the alternative meat category, or even the alt milk, the nut milk category. Ours is a category not necessarily, we're not targeting sober people, just like the alternative meat category isn't targeting exclusively vegans. It's like the majority of people that buy and that eat alternative meat still eat meat. They're just kind of looking to cut down their red meat thing. And in our case, 95% of our customers are still drinkers. And so this is not a play of like, we're targeting the AA community or the sober community. This is much more of a play of, hey, if you love to drink as much as we do, drink more and drink better and live better. And, don't throw away your weekend just because you're having a big Friday night.
Oh, yeah. Blow that horn. Spin it to win it.
Win it. Getting better.
And you can like and follow us on our social media and join in our collaborations on Insta, X, you know where. The Best Wine Pod. The Best Wine Pod.
Best 5-Minute Wine Podcast.